no area 18, 9, but it wasn't division and
yeah.
You never taught us that way.
Yes, because this advance of what you learn, that one. Okay, so we are adding a lot of things here. Okay, so what you did on that class, it was something basics. Okay, now we are adding a lot of things here. Okay, so advanced that you are doing here, so you can compare that to this. Okay. Okay, so let me do the sharing of my screen so that we can start. Okay, now you can see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let me add more pages so that we can actually, I don't want to clean anything. Okay, so I have a first question that maybe I want us to solve before we move to this. Okay, so we are using the two reference method. Okay, the two reference method, that's what we are using. Okay, so now I'm going to multiply this number 97 times 23. Okay, so now when you have this, the first question you need to ask yourself is, what is the reference number for 97, and then what is the reference number for 23? So with 97, who can tell us the reference number we can use?
The reference number for 97 is 100.
Okay.
And the reference number is 100. And the other one can be 20.
Okay, so it's okay.
20 or 10.
Okay, so now we know that we can use 20, okay, and 100. Now you will see that the number that we are having here is bigger than what the digit here. We are having 9723, so this digit is bigger than this. Okay, so once you pick this one as your 100 here, it means that your main reference number should start first. So the second one is going to be a slave to this. It's going to depend on the first reference number. That's how it works. So now if I pick 100 here, 100 is starting because of what? 97. If like I'm having 23 times 97, it means that 20 will start first. Do you understand? Hello? Do you understand that? Okay, so now 20, so 20, if I want a reference number, that will be 20 here. Now to get that, we need to get that number from the 100. So the only way, I can't use multiplication, because if I multiply this number by any number, it will be bigger, and I want something lesser, so I should think of what? Division. So it means that I'm going to use a division sign here. Okay, because the number is smaller, so I'm going to use a division sign here. Okay, so these are my division signs. So I ask myself, what number do I need? If I'm dividing this by 100, that will give me 20. Okay, what number? What number? 5. Okay, 5. Okay, so if we use 5, then we can get that. Okay, so now I believe you've gotten this point, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's continue. So now I can draw my circle from here. Okay, so now you ask yourself, is 100 bigger than 97? Yes. If yes, what's the difference? The difference is 3, so it will not go up, it will definitely come down. So now I'm going to have what? Minus what? 3. So it means that 3 minus what will give us what? This number, right? Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you come to this side. This is what? 20. Okay, so 5 divided by 100 will give us the 20. Okay, so 20 is also less than what? This. So by what? 3. So it means that we will go up, right? Will you go up or down?
Up.
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 So if I go up, so here will be what? Plus what?
3.
Plus what?
3.
3. So here will be plus 3. Okay, so 3 plus 20 will give us what? 23. Okay, so this is what we have here. Okay, now because we are using two reference number, we cannot do cross way, so we need to find a third number. Okay, and the third number is, now we have to divide. Okay, so we are going to divide this number by this. Okay, so 3 divided by the 5. So here we will have hello, so we have 3 over 5. Okay, 3 here will be divided by what? The number here. So we will have for 3 over 5, because here is negative, so you maintain your negative sign. Okay, so now when you have something like this, hello, are you okay? Do you understand up to this point?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so let's continue. So now here is what? 3 and 5. So let me show you a scenario. Now when we are in school, those who are in nursery and all this thing, now we have to multiply this number by the number that we have here. Okay, but before we do that, I want you to get this answer first. Okay, now this is a full orange. Okay, this orange is what? A whole, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to divide this orange by what? By 5. So this is what? What do we have here? So we need to divide this orange. This is 4. So let me do by 5. Okay, let me divide this orange by, because the down there we are having what? 5. Okay, we decide to use 5, so here we are having 5. Okay, so this is a full orange. So this one is this. When I do something like this, is what 1. If I do something like this and I shade here, it will be what 1 shaded 1 over what 2. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Okay, so now this one will be what I want it to be 5. So 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm having what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you understand? So now here is what 3 over what 5. So I need to shade what how many portion? 1 here, another 1 here. Do you understand? So how many portion have we shaded? So 1 full orange. This is the full orange. If I want to know the portion that I have not shaded, I will subtract the shaded portion from unshaded portion, from the whole, to give me my what unshaded portion. Do you understand? Okay, so we are going to your nursery, your math that you did. Okay, so now 1 minus the shaded portion is what 3, so it will be 1 minus what 3 over what 5. Sorry, 3 over 5. Okay, so if you do your math, I'm just doing this so that you understand. Okay, so now if I do my math, where here will be what 5. Okay, do you understand? Now this one will be what 5 here, right? 5 minus 3 will be what 2, right? So the unshaded portion will be what 2 over what 5. Do you understand? Are you okay with that? Okay, so now that you are okay with that, it means that this one that we have done, okay, we are going to multiply by 23. Okay, so when you want to multiply by 23, because here is 20, you take 1 out of the 23, what will be left will be what 22, right? So here we are going to have the 23 that is here is going to change to something like this. So if I put my equal sign here, okay, when I multiply this by the, okay, sorry, I'm not going to multiply. When I subtract this from this, okay, because there is negative here, I'm not going to add. Okay, so when I subtract this from the 1, the answer here will be what 22 whole number 2 over 5. Do you understand? Do you all understand? Why? Because the whole, now we take the 1 and then we subtract from it, and so what is left is this. That's why I've demonstrated it like this. Are you okay?
Yes.
Okay, so now that we've gotten this part, we are going to multiply by what? The main reference number, which is 100. Okay, we want to get this, so now I'm going to multiply 22 times 2 over what 5. So now the first thing is we multiply the whole number, which is 22. So 22 times 100 will give us what?
2,200.
2000 what 200. Okay, then you multiply the half also by what the 100, so that will be what 100. I'm just doing it separate so that you understand. 100 times 2 over 5. Okay, which 5 will go here what 1, 5 will, divided by this will be what 20, right? 20. Then 20 times 2 will be what 20 times 2 will be what 40. So now here we will get what 40. So 2 over what 5, 2 over 5 out of this 100 is what 40. So the 40 will be added to this. So here the answer that we are going to get here will be 2. Okay, let me calm down here. I'm writing it down so that you get it. So 220 plus what 40. Okay, which will give us what? Who can tell me? Which will be what? 2 what? 2240. Okay, 2240. So this is what we will get. Now we are not done. Okay, now we realize that a circle, we have these circles. So here is what plus and this is minus. So minus 3 times 3 will give us what? Negative what? Are you saying 6? 3 times 3 is what?
9.
Negative 9. So minus 9. Okay, so now when you move here it will be what 1, right? Then here will be what 3. Okay, 2. Do you understand? Is it difficult? No, but this one will help you to really understand math. Okay, so once you're able to do this, anytime you see flashing, it won't be too difficult. How can I solve flashing? Okay, when we're able to master this, there is no math question that you cannot solve. So kindly write this one down, then we can move on to another question. We solve another one again. Okay, so you guys master. You're almost done. Okay. Okay, let's wait for the rest. You are done. Okay, so I won't clean it. Okay, let me move to now the same question that we solved. Okay, the same question. Do you know that instead of we using 5, can we use 4? Can we use 4? Hello. If I put 4 here, it will, then here I will get what? 25, right? Yes. Okay, I just want us to solve that one so that you actually understand it well. So the same question here, we are going to write 97. Oh, sorry, my this thing is going. 97 times 23. This time we are using what? Reference number, because we want to use 4, so we use reference number 25, and then we use reference number. You said? Reference number 100. Okay, this is what I want to use. Okay, so if I'm using reference number 100, the main one, so my main reference number is here. The second one, because it's less, I'm going to use division. Okay, so here I'll put 4. It means that 4 divided by 100 will give me 25. Okay. Okay. So now, have you gotten that? So now here, I'll write, here will be what? 3 minus what? 3. Here will be what? This is 25, okay? 25 is more than what? This. So, it's more than what? 23. So, will it go down or up? It will go down, right?
Down, yeah.
Okay. So, now we have here minus what? 2. Right? Okay. So, we have minus 2. So, now we need the third area, because we are using 2 reference numbers, so the reference numbers, so we are not going to do crossway. So now my third number will be what? 3 divided by 1, the 4. So now I'm going to have for minus 3 divided by what? 4. Okay, so now minus 3 divided by 4 times, subtract from 23 will give us what? Who can tell me? Now you realize that we have a circle of 4. I'm saying that minus 3 minus this one, minus 3 over 4, subtract it from 23. 23 minus 3 over 4, that is what it means. 23 minus 3 over 4 will give us what? Who can tell me? I did this one for you to see. It should be 1 over 4, right? 22 1 over 4, right? Because the shaded portion, there is a whole circle divided by what? 4. And then you've taken what? 3 out of 4, so it will be left with what? 1 out of 4. So when you take 1 from here, so here we are going to have what? 22 1 over what? 4, right? Times 100. So when we multiply by 100, here we'll get what? 22 2000 what? 200, right?
Yeah.
And then when we multiply this by 100, it will also give us what? 25, right?
Yeah.
Right? It will be something like this. 100 times 1 over 4. Okay, so here we go here what? 1, here is what? 25, right? Right, 25 times 1 is what? Is 1. So here will be plus what? 25. Okay. Now when you add it, you get what? 2 what? 2 5, right? Okay, so now what we need to do is to multiply these two. Who is making? Now mute your microphone, okay? Someone is giving that background noise. So now, when I multiply here, minus 3 times minus 2 give us what? Who can tell us? Minus 3 times minus 2. Minus 3 times minus 2. No, minus 3 times minus 2 give us a positive what? A. Minus 3 times multiply by minus 2. Positive 6. So here will be plus what? 6. Okay, so when you add 5 plus 6 will give us what? 11. 1. Carry 1 and add it to this, making 3. So here will be 2, 2, 2. Do you see that we've got the same answer? Right? Have you seen we got the same answer? So you can use a reference number 4 or you can use a reference number 5 and it will give us the same answer. Do you all agree? Hello?
Yes.
Okay, so now let's see if we can try another question so that I know that now you understand the two reference. So now I'm going to multiply this one. 92 times 147. Okay, so let's come here. So our question is 92 times 147. Okay, so now first thing is you need to ask yourself which reference number that I need to use. Okay, so for this one, which reference number do you think can be used here? 92.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
100.
Okay, so here is 100. We can use 100 here. And then what here? What? You say what? I can't hear you.
40.
Are you saying 40?
Yes.
Why? This one is 147. You said 100 and what? 50. So you want to use 150. Okay, but always the reference number, you pick the one that will be easy. Me, I would think of 200 because it's easy to work with 2 than this number.
200.
Okay, you always look at for easy way out. So me, I think if I work with this, it will be easy than 150 because of the 15. When maybe I want to multiply something with this number, it will be huge for me than with number of what? 2. Do you understand? Okay, so now I'll think of 200 here and I'll think of 100 here. So now my main reference number is what? 100 because 92 is starting first. So my main reference number here is what? 100. Okay. Oh. Okay, so now this way, looking at this, can we use division or multiplication? Who can tell me? What can we use here? Now we have 100 and 200. What can we use? Multiplication or multiplication. So here we go to multiplication. Okay, so here I can see that 100 times what will give me this 200. 100 times what will give me 200? Times 2. So here will be 2. Okay, so now my reference number is here. I've gotten it. So now first I'll come down here. 100. So 90 is 100 bigger than 92? Yes. So if yes, then it means that it will what? Come down, right? Okay. So it will come down by what? 8, right? So 8 minus this will give me 92. Now let's come to this. So now you ask yourself, is 200 also is 200 bigger than 147? Yes. So what is the difference? So here we also what? Come down. It's what? It's what? 50 what? 53. Okay. 53. Okay, so I have this one here, and then I have this one here. Okay, now because here is multiplication, we multiply this. It's not a division. If it was division, then I will say what? Divide this by what? This. But this is multiplication, so our third number will be what? 8 times what? 2. So 8 times 2 will give us what? Who can tell me? 8 times 2.
16.
What?
16.
16. 1 6. So it's minus what? 16, because of the negative sign here. So now you subtract. Well, I'm saying 8 times 2, because always you look at the sign here. So here will be 8 times what? 2. Okay, which will give us what? Minus what? 16. Now we can subtract from what? This. Okay, so minus 16 from 144 will give us 147 will give us what? 6 from 7 is what? 1, right? 1 from 4 is what? 3. So it's what? 131. 131. Okay, now we multiply here. 100 times what? 131, which will give us what? 0 0 will be added to it. Okay, so we have this. Okay, 13,100. Now we have to multiply what is in the bracket here. Okay, so to do that is what? 8 times 53. Okay, I believe you can do that. This one is just simple. Just simple. You can use breakdown rule. So make sure you remember everything we've done. Okay. Or you can use either the 10. So breakdown rule, what will you get? You can tell me. So here will be, you can, if you are using breakdown rule, it should be 50 plus what? 8. A 50 plus 3. Yeah. What is the answer? You said? Yeah, you can write. So breakdown rule, you have this.
I need that step when I wasn't done like
You go back. I'll ask you to. You go back, don't worry. So now 50 plus 3, so you can multiply 8 times 5 is what? 40, right? So here you have for 400, so 8 times 50 is what? 400. So your 400 will be here. So always use all the method. The 8 times 3 is what? 24. So which will give us what? 400 and what? 20 what? 4. Okay, so make sure all the principles we've learned, you need them, so don't forget them. So now here I'll get what? 400 and what? 24. Okay, because of negative, so it will be what? Positive, right? So you add them. So here will be what? 4. Here will be what? 2. Here will be what? 5. And then here will be what? 3, 1. So it means that 92 times 147 is what? 13,500 and what? 24. Do you understand? Okay, is it difficult?
Yeah.
Okay. You need to do more so that you'll be sharp in maths. So
Please me. And who should be area, please? This is what your answer is. This is please. I said please mute. You're making too much noise. It's not my background. Okay, then stop.
yeah, are you done? Okay, so I won't clean it. Okay, so let's try another question. So now this time we have 88 times 172. So let's see. 88 times 172. Okay, so what reference number do we need for this? I think we can think of 100, right? Okay, 100 and 200. Okay, so now my main is 100. So here will be what? Times 2 will give me the 200. So I have this. This one will be what? Here will be what? 22, right? Or 12? Which one will be 12? Is it 12 or 22? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Is it 12? Okay. So here will be 12.
Sir, please.
It's 12, right?
Sir, please.
Okay. So now let's come here. Here is also 200. So now it's bigger than this. So we come down. So what will be? What will be the answer? Here will be what? 8 what? 8 what? 3. 8 what? 2, right?
No, 28.
So, okay, so 2, 8. Okay, so 28. So now we have our 28 here. And then we have our 12 here. Okay. So now the next one, we need to find the next one. So because it's multiplication, we multiply this by this. So here will give us what? Minus what? 20 what? 4. Right? Okay. So I have here. So now I can subtract this from this. So minus 24 from 172 give me what? You can tell me. You borrow 1 to here 12. So which will give us 8. From this will be 8. 2 from 6 is what? 2 from 6 is what? 140 what? 8. Please watch as we are doing now. Subtracting always is easy, so we just don't want to waste time. So now we have to what? Do the multiplication of this. So we have to multiply 12 by 28. 12 times 28. Hurry up. What will be the answer?
12 times 28.
Yeah, 12 times 28.
32.
No, 12 times 28. What principle are you using?
Sir, 36.
Hey, 12 times 28.
336.
What method are you using? So you should do it fast. If you pick your reference number is 10, can't you do this fast? Because there is what? 10.
236.
What?
236.
200 and what?
336.
300 and
36.
336. Do you all agree?
No.
What is the answer? This thing, you should master it fast. I have this here. So automatically you know that here is what? This one is this. Can't you come out with the answer? Even if you take this 10 times this is what? 10 times this will give us what? Even if you don't want to use this method, 10, if you want to use breakdown rule, 10 times this will give us what?
10 times what number?
10 times 28. You can break the, because it's easy to work with this. I can decide to break this one. 10
10 times
plus what? 2.
is equal to
10 plus 2. Even if you want to use this one, times 28.
38.
10 times 28 is what? 280.
So 208.
Then you do this one, plus what? Plus 2 times what? 28 is what? Is what? You don't know?
What did you say?
2 times 28. 2 times 8 is what? It's not 16.
So yeah.
Uh-huh.
208 times 2, 300.
300 and what?
8.
I can't hear you. So,
The answer is 500.
okay, so now what I'm saying is, you know this, even if you are multiplying this by this, 2 also times this, what will be the answer? 2 times 8 is what? It's not 16. 1. 6. Carry 1. Okay, 2 times 4. 2 times 2 is what? It's not 4. Plus 1 is not 5. So you are getting what? 56. This thing you do it for 56 plus this. Okay, 56 plus this, which means that you are going to have your 6 here. Okay, 5 plus 8 is what? 5 plus 8 is not 13. 5 plus 8 is what? 13. So you have your 3. Okay, you add your 1 to this. It's not this answer. Who said this? Did you use calculator?
No.
What did you use?
I use a figure
You use what? Okay. 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 So it's what? 300 and what? 36. So now you have to add this one because here is negative, so it will be what? Positive. So you add your answer here is what? 3, 3, 6. Okay, which will give you this. So 8 plus 6 is what? 8 plus 6. 14. So 4 carry 1. Add it to this 5. 5 plus 3 is what? 8. Okay. 1 plus 3 is what? 4. Okay. But then we know that we've gotten this part, but that is not. We are left with something. Who can tell me? We didn't add something. Who can tell me?
We didn't add the code.
No, we didn't multiply by the 100. So here, suppose after you subtracted this 24 from this, okay, it should be what? Multiply this by this. Okay, so this one will be multiplied by what? This. So here should be 0, 0. Do you get it? So here should be what? 14,000 what? 800. So now I'll add my answer to that. So I'm going to add this one that we got to this. Do you agree? 3, 3, 6 to that. So here will be what? 6. Here will be 3. Here will be what? This plus this 11, right? 1, 5, 1. So it will be what? 15,136. Yeah, that will be the answer. Okay, so kindly copy it, and then those that need to copy the previous one, I'll allow you, and I'll put question there. Now gradually we will end our class on Saturday, this coming Saturday.
So that means on Monday we will not do.
Yes. We said, have you written it down? Hello? We said, yeah, if you are done, if you are done, if you are done. If you are done, you can leave. Our time is up. Okay. Do that. Just write it fast.
The other one.
You've gotten this. Okay, those that need to write this, write it fast. Then we are done. No, this is the first one. This is the first one. What? This one.
The one.
Are you talking about this?
Yes.
You want to write them down and solve it? Okay, so try this yourself. Write them down. Then try it yourself, okay? The second one, why you did not write all? You didn't write everything.
I finished the one after this one.
This one. I got this.
Yeah. It means I wrote everything. It looks like I didn't write everything. It looks so. Is it 53
What?
minus 53 or
Yeah,
minus
53. This is 53.
That means another one after this one. That means some of them didn't write the try.
So,
That one didn't, some of them didn't write it.
okay, maybe we don't want that one. So you
This
write it.
is last.
Yeah, this is the last one.
About sorry. This last
What? What are you talking about?
1,000, the 14,800. Is this last?
Yeah, plus. So you know, negative will turn to plus. Eh? Huh? So here will be plus. Are you done?
The 280 and 331.
What? No, I wasn't doing 3. I did this 56 plus this. That will give us the 3. We just multiplying this. So that's the answer you give. That is it. So 280 plus 56 gave us 336. We were doing multiplication. That is this time this to get the 336. So you know how to do that. It's 56. That gave us 336. Do you understand?
Yes. I want to see the last one.
Which last one? There's no last one again. It's finished.
Okay.
It's finished. You've written no. Okay. So see you tomorrow, okay? Okay, bye. We are done. So you finish. Okay.
Forever or what?
Not forever.
Then
We will continue again. We will continue from there.
when?
Eh?
When?
I will tell you.